has Shedeur Sanders already lost his job to Deshaun Watson? We're going to talk about this because everybody keep talking about it, and I keep telling you guys that they're going to go with Deshaun Watson until further notice. Like, it's Deshaun Watson's job to lose. I've been saying this. And the reason why it's Deshaun Watson job to lose is because of that $42 million they got to pay him this year. But we're going to let Skip Bayless talk about it because he just mentioned it. And he also said that there's an insider that is very connected. And he pretty much said it is Deshaun Watson's job to lose. For me, it's common sense because there's no knock on Shadour. It's common sense because Deshaun, they paying him a lot of money. And it comes down to the owner. The owner doesn't, his ego is taking a hit right now because he has to give this brother $42 million for nothing. Okay? He's going to play him regardless. And it's his job to lose. If he start, I would say by the third or fourth, it's just like how it was last year. By the third or fourth week, I said the same thing last year. By the third or fourth week, if they're losing, they got to put Shadour in. But they're going to go with Watson because of that $42 million. Could you imagine for Deshaun, it doesn't matter what happens. They're going to have to pay him. But let me let you hear what Skip, let's hear what Skip got to say here.
It's going to be Deshaun Watson's job to lose. Now, we've had report after report, and Peter Schrager is legit.
Yeah,
He's plugged in.
he is.
NFL Network, now ESPN, said this on Get Up. And they're just going to give Deshaun Watson every chance to win the job, keep the job, and then lose the job. And Peter Schrager says the owner wants him to play mainly because he's going to make $46 million, and the owner's pride is on the line for that. And
his pride is on the line for that. He has to pay him $42 million, possibly for nothing.
Then we look at Todd Monken. He's 60 years old. He just got his first NFL head coaching job. And he's going to reach back and go with tried and true in Deshaun Watson. And I think that's going to be a big mistake because tried and true was a long time ago. And Deshaun Watson has not played a game of football for almost 2 years. Even worse, over the last 5 seasons, Deshaun Watson has managed to play only 19 of a possible 85 games. 19 of 85. So he's played over the last 5 years 22% of the possible starts. He tore his ACL. He had throwing shoulder surgery. And he has torn the same Achilles twice now.
He's had a lot of injuries throughout his short career, Deshaun. And we're going to have to see, is he finally going to hold up this season? That's why I keep saying we're going to have to wait for the second, third, or fourth week to see where the Cleveland Browns are. The Cleveland Browns don't have too much time to wait, though, because they have a good team this year as far as the defense is on point. They got some more tools on offense. They're almost ready to make a run, but not quite because they got to get the quarterback situation straight. I know a lot of people would like to see Shadour be the man from opening day of camp all the way through the end and see what he can do there, but they're not giving him that opportunity. And I knew that this was going to happen last year when he got drafted because I said, wait a minute, what quarterback do the Cleveland Browns have? Oh, they have Deshaun. Deshaun is hurt. And I saw how, they brought in Flacco, then traded him. They gave Dylan Gabriel opportunity because they drafted him first. This is all ego of the owner. This is it. It doesn't matter what people are saying right now. It's just fluff, yo. The owner is not going to let him sit the bench. And he got to pay him free money. It's free money at this point. As far as I'm concerned, Deshaun is just going through the motions just to get that money. But the money is going to be paid to him regardless. This is a very crazy situation, though.
And his last good year that I can find, I have to go back to 2020 at Houston when he did lead the league in passing yards. He was 33 touchdowns to 7 interceptions, 70% completions, all for a team that somehow went 4-12. That was his last good year. And so now we see these quotes from Todd Monken that Kinsey read. And the first one about Shedeur, he's come miles. And I'm like, he's come miles? That is classic damning with faint praise.
I thought so too when the coach said Shadour has come miles. But it's like he's still like he's not there yet. Like I didn't like that comment either, and a lot of people missed it because they're not reporting on it. Now that's not a good comment. Yeah, it's a good comment on the surface. Yes, he come a long way, but come on, man, is he there yet or not? Like he's supposed to be right there. Like he's your guy. He's the number one draft pick. I know what you guys are saying. No, Max, he wasn't the number one draft pick, but you guys already know he should have been. But they're still treating him, even this second year, they're still treating him like a fifth round draft pick. Guys, they're treating Shadour like a fifth round draft pick still, even though he should have went in the first round. The other team is not treating Cam Ward this way. They're not treating Cam Ward this way. Didn't Shedeur win the Johnny Unitas Award? Wasn't he in the top 10 for the running of the Heisman Trophy? He's a really good quarterback. But the fact of the matter is they're still treating him like a fifth round quarterback. The fifth round quarterback is a developmental position when you get drafted that low as a quarterback. But that doesn't mean that you can't go on to have a blossoming career. You can. But that's what they're treating him like. Okay, he's coming around. He's coming around the mountain when he comes. He's coming. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that this sounds. The way this sounds right now, I don't know who's going to be the second string. Is it Shadour or is it Dylan Gabriel? Or is it the person they just drafted? I don't know. The way the coach is talking, you have to really listen to what people are saying. He said, yeah, he's come a long way. And come a long way from what? You know what I'm saying? You guys are not giving him the opportunity. Well, this is a new coach now. But even with this new coach, he's saying that he's coming around. You know what I'm saying? Did you evaluate him all throughout last year? And but anyway, it's not good though. I know a lot of people are hoping that he starts. I know a lot of people are saying that it's early in the process and you hope that Shadour starts. It's not happening, man. Not as long as Deshaun don't mess up. It's not happening.
As if he needed to come miles and miles, which
Right.
indicates that last year when he did start and go 3-4 as the starting quarterback behind the worst line in the NFL, throwing to the worst receiving core in the NFL, that he was terrible last year. He needed to come miles and miles.
I'm glad that Skip is saying that. That's the way it sounds. Like he's come miles and miles and miles. Did you evaluate him last year, coach? Guys, the writing is on the wall right now. And then I'm going to tell you what else they're going to do. Let's say if they get rid of Deshaun next year, Shadour's, they still going to go look for another quarterback. They're not sold on him. And Shadour needs to go somewhere like the Jets. You know, I keep saying the Jets, where he could possibly, in this situation, you need an organization behind you to be successful. You need an organization behind you, man. And, yeah.
And then he raved, did Todd Monken, about Deshaun, saying that his athleticism is showing up in the OTAs, that it's a weapon for him. It's one of his superpowers is his athleticism. And I'm like, one of his superpowers? So he's got lots of superpowers, one of which is athleticism.
Yeah, he said that one of his superpowers. So Deshaun got many superpowers. I'm telling you guys, it's the writings on the wall, man. One of his superpowers. I'm like, well, somebody's been giving him kryptonite because he always be getting hurt. But this is no knock on Deshaun, though, because, you know what I mean? I want the brother to be successful as well. So, but one of his superpowers. Interesting.
At least two. Yeah, he's got at least two. So, in the end, Deshaun will be the game one starter. And yet, I think we're going to have to rinse and repeat last year because I think they'll fall to 2-8, and maybe at 2-8 or 2-9, Shedeur will get another shot and get to finish the season. And I still think he's the future in Cleveland, but they are going to give Deshaun every chance to show he can be a blast from the distant past.
If Peter Schrager reported it, then I believe it.
Okay.
Simple as that, man. That's how legit he is, in my opinion. So, hey, it's probably beyond Monken. You know what I'm saying? He gonna report and answer the questions and just play his role.
It's beyond Monken. It is beyond Monken. It is. It's the owner. Guys, listen to me. You guys that's listening right now, you paid Deshaun $42 million. You on the hook to pay him $42 million this year. You've been watching his Instagram. You've been watching him live his best life. You've been watching him on every type of yacht you can name. You want him to earn this money. He hasn't earned it. Okay? He signed a piece. Only thing he did was sign a piece of paper. I kind of like that this is happening because I don't like the owner really too much. I mean, the owner is cool. I mean, I don't have no issues with the Browns owner. I don't. Let me just go back because I don't know him. I don't have any issues with the Browns owner, but I do understand how he's feeling. You mean to tell me I got to give this man $42 million? That's robbery, and he's not going to earn it. That's robbery. So yeah, I'm gonna let him play. We gonna go down with the ship with him. He's gonna play every MFing game. I don't give a damn if Maxwell we 0-4. I don't care if we 0-4. He gonna sit up there and earn every money and risk getting hurt again. He gonna go out on his shield, messing with me. Because if I'm paying him $42 million, he going out on his shield. He's not gonna be sitting there every time I see him. He's taking pictures for the gram and buying all type of moissanite. Okay? I need to go send him to where the boogosphere came from. Okay? You are going to earn that $42 million this year. Period. And I want to win. But Shedeur is like I think it's going to be probably a rinse and repeat from last year, maybe, because Shedeur, we will see him play this year. Because if Deshaun, if they're losing with him, here's only a couple scenarios here. If they lose with him, eventually they're gonna put Shedeur in or whatever. But if they're winning with Deshaun, then we're not gonna see Shedeur this year. Only in garbage minutes or something like that. If Deshaun is tearing it up, but I do question his ability to withstand.
Head coach, you new here. Hey, if we tell you this guy gonna be the starter, then that's what you gonna do. As simple as that, man. Shadour just caught up in the business once again. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. If you go off how they look in pajamas, then the veteran probably is gonna look better. He probably is gonna make quicker decisions in pajamas. He probably is going to be more accurate in pajamas. You know what I'm saying? He probably is going to get a good grasp of the offense better, quicker in pajamas. You know what I'm saying?
What he's saying about that is, yes, Deshaun is going to look good. He's been there before. He has all the experience. He's going to look good in the OTAs. He's going to look good going through his progressions. He already have experience doing that. Is it the best choice for him to start? More than likely not, because I'm worried about his longevity here. Is he going to be able to hold up? Or are you going to go with a younger player that has a lot of potential? You need to build him now. They need to build Shedeur right now. If he's going to be the future, it starts now, actually. But the problem is the $42 million is in the way. Because you're not going to pay somebody $42 million for nothing. He feeling like he getting robbed. But so I get it.
Because that's what veterans do. You know what I'm saying? They know the terminology. They've been around the block a few more times. So they probably going to pick it up a little bit faster. So it is what it is. That's just what veterans do. But if it was me, I'd for sure go with the guy who going to rally the guys. Like, you see, whatever their record was when Shedeur came in last year, you seen a team that was rallied.
Agreed.
They off the bench, they watching. That's all I need to see. as an owner, as a coach, who's going to rally these troops? Who's going to get the morale? I always talk about that morale. How we feeling in the building. That's our temperature in the building, is that morale. Who's going to get that up? That's the guy who I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with the guy if either one of these guys went out and played their ass off.
Going to play a big factor in this. How is each guy going to lead and prepare for a glorified game week? Also, how are you going to execute the offense against a different opponent rather than in a controlled environment going up at practice? You know, that plays a big part in all this. Now,
I think Odell wasn't very healthy at that point.
All right, so that's what they had to say there on our Skip Bayless show. And we just going to have to wait and see how this plays out. But I think it's just showing job to lose at this point. It's just like he said, like Aqib Talib said, Shadour just caught up in the business right now. And we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. But he do have to be ready, though. The way Deshaun is, how fragile he is, the Shadour got to be ready. And hopefully that offensive line hold up this year. But drop your comments below. Let me know how you feel. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and also hype the video. That'll be greatly appreciated. I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care.